From day 600 to day 605 of my walk around the world, I'd be crossing from Pakistan into China. I had arrived the day before in the village of Sost, the final village here in Pakistan, before reaching the border. It was now time to walk the final 80 kilometers up to the Khunjerab Pass at 4,693 meters, the world's highest international border crossing. I made my way through the valley, covering 33 kilometers the first day. You aren't allowed to camp in the Khunjerab National Park, and I was worried I might get sent back to Sost by the police, but thankfully they ended up letting me camp at the national park entrance. The following morning, I set off to knock out the last 47 kilometers and ascend almost 1,400 meters in elevation to the top of the pass. I was a little concerned how I'd go with the altitude, but thankfully my body handled it well. After a long, tough climb, I arrived at the top, making my way past the world's highest ATM and getting a photo in front of the Chinese border gate. Unfortunately, this border crossing is a little complicated, and I wouldn't be able to cross it on foot. Instead, I'd have to cross by a bus, so I'd now have to hitch a ride with a truck back to Sost. Today was a Friday, and the border crossing would be closed for the weekend, so on Monday it was finally time to make the crossing. I passed through immigration in Sost and was then loaded into a bus to drive back up to the pass, which had received a fair bit of snow over the weekend. I would then unfortunately have to be driven the 120 kilometers to the town of Tashkurgan, where after clearing Chinese immigration, I was set free. It was like entering a new world coming from Pakistan, and I wandered down the road to a nearby hostel. I went out for dinner and a few beers with a fellow traveler named Roy I'd met on the bus, and then took the next day off.